Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. My face. I know, it's so pretty to see again, right? I even kind of shaved yesterday. But the point is, we're back now, new format. As you can see, I'm currently in my new place there, over there. In this side is the Mundane Matt pillow. It's kind of my mascot. It's pretty awesome. That was actually fan-made, which is great. And we're trying some things out. So if there's any kind of technical glitches or difficulties, bear with me for the time being while I get this whole thing situated. But in the meantime, I want to talk about something that is entertainment related, but not something for $3 theater. And that would be the fact that the Deadpool is getting an animated series. Fuck yes, right? And it's being produced by Donald Glover, and it's going to FXX, and you know it's going to be hardcore, man. Anyway, this is what it has to say. So Deadpool's long-awaited arrival on the big screen ruffled the superhero movie genre a few years ago. I don't know why they said a few years ago. It came out just a little over fucking 15 months ago. Now the Merc with the Mouth is hoping to do much the same in his own animated series due to air on FXX next year, and one hell of a name is in the showrunner seat. Announced this morning, Donald Glover, one-time Miles Morales and future Orlando Calrissian, and his brother Steven will showrun the currently untitled comedy series. The 10-episode order will be the latest collaboration between Marvel Studios and Fox in the wake of Legion and The Gifted, but being an animated series definitely bucks the trend of what we were expecting to come out of this partnership. There's no current word on who will lend their voice talents to play Deadpool in the show yet, but they have some big red and black shoes to fill in the wake of Ryan Reynolds' movie performance. We'll bring you more on FXX's Deadpool as we learn it. And that, my friends, is not much. It's not much of information. But let the chimichangas flow. No, I'm serious. Like this, okay. Let's talk about this here. Because FXX, right, is not necessarily doing the best right now. There's a joke that someone made. It's where FX sends its shows to die. It's a side channel. It's Always Sunny is on there right now, but as we learned, Glenn Howerton has a new show coming, I believe, to NBC, starring him and Patton Oswalt. And so the likelihood of him returning to It's Always Sunny is minimal, meaning next season is probably going to be the last of It's Always Sunny, given the fact that Charlie Day is still starring in movies, and Caitlin Olsen has her show The Mick, which was picked up for season 2, and had 20 episodes during its first season, whereas It's Always Sunny has like 13. So these people are branching out into their own projects, and so likelihood of it sticking around is probably not very high. Now, the reason why this matters is because FXX needs something big. I know it had Atlanta with Donald Glover, which won some awards and had some prestige, and a lot of people really seemed to like it, but it needs more. It just canceled Man Seeking Woman after its 3rd season, and a couple other shows are on there that not a lot of people really tend to care about. But something outside of Archer. I don't want to forget Archer being on there currently in its 8th season. The fact that we have 8 seasons of Archer is just makes my oversized heart very happy. But the point I'm trying to get to here is that when it comes to that channel, they need a hit. They need a win. They need a victory. So, an animated Deadpool cartoon series, 10 episodes. Don't know when. Probably going to come out 2019, if I had to guess, given the fact that we're almost halfway through 2018, unless they've already gone in to making the show and they've already started producing episodes. We're probably not going to see it next year. We also don't know who the production company is behind it, which animation studio is behind it. All we know is that Donald Glover and his brother are the people who are going to be running the show. Now, does that mean that Donald Glover is going to lend his voice to the Merc with the Mouth? Who knows? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. When I first read this story, my first thought was Donald Glover as Deadpool. I think he could pull it off. I think he could be Wade Wilson. I think he could do it. But who knows if they're going to want to kind of like spread his talents that thin, being on Atlanta, then also doing the show. They're not going to be able to get Ryan Reynolds to do it. Now, they might be able to get James Marsden. Like Marsden, not Marsden. Marsden was Cyclops in X-Men. Marsden was the voice of Deadpool in the Lionsgate animated films, the Wolverine films, where I think it was X-Men, or it was like Wolverine versus the Hulk, and he played Deadpool in that. So, and also Deadpool pops up occasionally on the Disney XD on the shows there, although very, very toned down because it's family friendly. This probably will not be family friendly. This will probably be somewhere in the same vein as Archer, the same kind of like avant-garde, over-the-top humor with lots of violence, and probably a shitload more swearing. As we progress further into the century, we noticed there was a nicer relaxation in terms of what content is allowed on those channels. And if you're asking yourself how that stuff came to be, how South Park is able to get away with what it gets away with, how Archer is able to get away with what it gets away with, here's what it simply boils down to. There's no FCC regulation on cable television, only on network television, broadcast television. So what you see on cable, they can pretty much do whatever the fuck it is they want, but they still have to play in line with the advertisers and what the advertisers want to work with. And as a result of that, they don't, they tone it down. Like that they've been pushing the envelope for so long and people are still watching and advertisers are still advertising. So this whole situation with YouTube and the adpocalypse is quite literally insane given the fact that TV operates in very similar capacity and there's no problem. I'm a little sore about that still, to be honest with you. But the truth is, this particular idea is something that could put FXX on the map. And even though I'm suggesting it might not come until 2019, it's entirely possible that it will show up next year with the release of Deadpool 2. Maybe not right around the same time, maybe a few months later post the hype, because let's face it, Deadpool 2 is going to be one of the highest grossers of 2019, as it should be, provided it still has the same wit and charm from the first film, which I do believe it will. Although Tim Miller's departure will be definitely felt, but the director of John Wick, I think, is going to make it violent, and I'm happy with that. So this is the kind of show that I'm excited for, that I want to know more about. And the fact that it's announced to me shows that cartoons are maybe ready to finally go the heavy metal route. They're finally able to take it to that next mature step and not just done like South Park, but I'm talking like old, back in the 90s, HBO, Spawn, The Head, The Max, the MTV Oddities type stuff. Those kind of cartoons that pushed the envelope and that people really enjoyed. Nowadays, you get a couple of those cartoons, but they're few and far between. But Deadpool? There's no way they're going to tone Deadpool down. This thing's going to be probably one of the most violent things on TV ever. And I don't know about you, but I'm super freaking excited for it. But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that this show is going to be good? Do you think that Donald Glover is the right person to showrun it? I mean, I don't quite know if he's a huge Deadpool fan, but we're going to have to find that one out. And these are things I'm curious about. Do you think FFX or FXX is going to be the place to be? Let me know in the comments below. My name, of course, is Matt Jarbo. You've been watching the Mundane Matt channel. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel right now, it'd be the best thing to do. Links below in the video description. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day and peace out.